Nobody is doing this, and it blows my mind because it's one of the highest time leverage things that you can do as a realtor, and it's one of the best ways to bring in more business in 2025 to the point where you'll have more business than you can handle. And no, it's not cold calling, it's not door knocking or working with your sphere or dealing with FISBOs on Facebook Marketplace or any of that nonsense. What it actually is a system that top realtors like Ryan Serhant are taking advantage of to get more listings. And this strategy even works to get luxury listings. The concept is the same and it works in any area. And the best part is it runs on autopilot, which means that you can set it up, sit back, and listen to notifications come in for new listing appointments as they get booked. And this is the exact system that I'm implementing for dozens of realtors across North America, just like you, to generate high quality listing leads. Now, this is probably something that you've heard of, or maybe even something that you've tried yourself, but 99% of realtors are actually doing this wrong. Now, the answer is YouTube Organic. YouTube just passed Netflix and became the most widely used streaming platform in the world. I mean, it's only been around for about 2 decades, right? Now, you can jump off this video right now, or you can learn how and why this works so well and how you can do it for yourself. But before I get into it, I want to make this point super clear. I'm not saying that these other free lead gen methods don't work. Yes, they absolutely do work if you're willing to put in tons of volume, but it's very inefficient and has no leverage whatsoever. The best part about the method I'm about to show you is that it compounds over time. So the longer you keep doing it, the better results you'll actually get. And if you look at top performing realtors like Ryan Serhant, he went from someone being in a similar position to you to then leveraging this exact system to get billions of dollars in closed deals. Now, to preface how this works, I'm going to run you through the exact reasons why this is one of the best systems that you can run today. Because unlike all the other free lead generation methods like cold calling and door knocking, they just don't build enough trust and authority for homeowners to actually let you sell their houses. This method builds immeasurable amounts of trust, and on top of that, doesn't require you to make hundreds of cold calls and knock hundreds of doors just to get a single lead. Now, the second thing about this system is that it's a compounding asset, as I mentioned. So once you set it up and stay consistent with the same inputs, which just takes a couple hours every week, you'll start to get bombarded with leads. And this system can actually be paired up with other free lead generation methods to amplify the results you'll get. If you really wanted to, you could pair it up with cold calling, door knocking, the mass mailer campaigns, referrals, and so forth, and this system would amplify everything else that you've got going on. Now, if you're not yet convinced, one of the main reasons to get on YouTube Organic is that over 50% of the YouTube demographic is aged between 25 and 55 years old, which are millennials and Gen Z. And as a result, these are the ideal people to show your real estate content to because real estate is shifting towards this exact demographic, making it the perfect place to educate these viewers on real estate. And beyond that, people go onto YouTube to learn and get educated. And these are people who are actively searching for the things that you are offering. Because remember, YouTube is not just a social media platform, it is a search engine. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of content do I actually make? And the style of videos that should be made are all educational because these will provide value. And while the home tours can work, they're more entertainment based. And our goal is always to provide value to our possible viewers to build what we call the know, like, and trust factor. When you can get someone watching a 10 to 15 minute market update video that you've done, this builds a tremendous amount of trust and authority because you are able to educate them 24/7 while you're sleeping. And when they eventually reach out, if you have the right call to actions, that's where you get prospects who are hotter than referrals. Now, this process doesn't need to be fancy. When you're starting out, you can just use something simple like your smartphone, a decent mic, and a good light. The most important thing is that you create a content roadmap and strategize on what kind of content to post, how often you'll post, and the ideal client profile that you actually want to target. And as you start to get business, you can invest in getting an editor who will make your life a lot easier. But in the meantime, all you have to do is set up your camera, sit in front of it, and talk. Now, hey, if you found this content helpful, but you need a hand in getting your real estate YouTube channel set up and running so you actually get lead flow, click the link in my description to book a free strategy session with me. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.